Okay, welcome to Chapter 2 of the Life Starter Pack series. In Chapter 1, we talked about the life success equation. Here it is. This is the core of the Life Starter Pack series. In Chapter 2, we're going to talk about and we're going to focus on know yourself, the first part of the life success equation. Now, the process is pretty simple. It just takes adjusting your perspective to get there. We're going to help you do that in this video. That's the primary function of this video. And we've also included in the description a link to our blueprint. It's free. It's an exercise that people have found helpful in going through the Know Yourself process. Again, I'm B. Vans. My company and I are focused on the younger generations and their success. Things are different now, right? But the core process, that remains the same. And the problem is that nobody is actually helping you work through that core process. Nobody's even teaching you what to do. So we're going to explain that to you in this video. If you're a YouTube watcher or you watch any of the other social media platforms, you're going to watch a lot of people out there giving you their version of how they became successful. They won't really tell you how they did it because most of them got lucky or just don't know. So we're going to change all that. We are going to focus on you and your core process so that you understand the tools you need to do it your way. And when you're done with the exercise, you'll move on to Chapter 3, where you're going to learn how to pick the right success path for you. First, though, you got to know yourself. Our hope is that when you complete the exercise, you'll be in a place to do that correct. Good luck, and we got your back. So here goes. And I'm warning you, for many, this might stretch your thinking a bit. But stick in, stay connected, listen. It will give you the tools to create a great life path for you. The thing is, to start doing this right, all you really need is some quiet thinking time away from the doubters in your life. Now, you'll need to get away from them and their personal issues or the way they see you so you can focus on getting to know the real you. That's the you the world needs. Do you know this? And it's not those folks that say things like, you need you, or you are disappointing yourself, or you are not where you should be. These are things people say because they've heard other people say it before, about them or about you. It's actually none of those things, and it's not helpful for where you are going right now. The world needs you to be the actual you, to embrace that you, and to contribute to it in your own way. So you'll need to spend some time thinking about that. And it doesn't matter where you are or what you're doing right now. You could be in inner city Chicago, or Portland, Oregon, or Bangor, Maine, or Corpus Christi, Texas. Where you are doesn't matter. So how do you start knowing yourself? Well, the first step is simple, but it can feel strange. Can you even sit quietly and think? I'm being serious here. Try it. Turn your phone off for an hour one day. No cheating. Most of us are constantly bombarded by alerts and videos. What you need is quiet thinking time to figure out who you are. And why is this so important? As I said, the world actually needs you to be the real you, to use your unique talents and contribute in your own way. And if you don't, you're leaving a spot open for someone else to fill. And the world misses out on what you bring. Millions of people who live in our world are constantly yelling at you for attention. Mostly because they want to sell you something or get sponsored for entertaining you. And we invite them all into our lives to do it. I guess I am saying, turn your phone off for an hour one day and don't cheat. When you're sleeping or at work, that doesn't count. What you need is quiet thinking time to figure out who you are. And just in case you need to be reminded, your phone should be a tool, not a distraction, unless you feel you're done with your day and you're waiting for the train or for the bus or you're walking home. Try it now. Turn your phone over, put it down for 5 seconds. Here's the 5-second count. Just a note, The reason you think so many people are making millions through dropship or TikTok shop or Bitcoin or real estate is because they are in your feed telling you about it 20 times an hour. Now, that'll brainwash anyone. And sure, there are a lot of people making a lot of money on these platforms, telling you stuff or selling you stuff. But they are for sure not telling you the real about how they do it or how they did it. Not the whole real anyway. The master of saying nothing and everything over time is Warren Buffett. Now watch his annual speech. You'll see. You'll believe everything he says and you'll learn nothing about how he actually does it. Now I've included a link from his 2020 annual meeting highlights in the description below. It's 13 minutes in length and it's worth watching, but not for the reasons you think. Why is Warren Buffett so successful and calm? Why is Bill Gates? Because they spent a lot of time when they were young thinking about who they were. Then what was interesting to them, then they went all in on that. Then they succeeded. Remember that equation? Know yourself plus pick a path plus go all in equals success for you. So when you can, find that time to sit quietly or walk quietly. I prefer walking when I need to think, and I prefer running when I need to clear my mind. So when you are walking with your headphones on, I want you to think about what the world is saying to you. I'm telling you what it says to everyone. The world is saying, I need you. And the world doesn't just want you to be good. It doesn't ask, hey, yo, B. Vance, can you be good today? I mean, that's the kind of thing your mom says to you. The world actually needs you to be good at something, and it's telling you to figure it out. Now, if you don't figure it out, or you don't even try, or you start to figure it out and then you give up, you, my friend, are just taking up space and leaving the things you should be doing for someone else to do. It's almost like stealing. Ever wonder why you feel better when you contribute to something? Even just cleaning the dishes or folding laundry. I mean, that's contributing. But so is keeping an eye on your little sister, or making your bed, or doing your homework, or vacuuming the living room. Now, it may seem like a pain or an annoyance at the time, but when you've done it, it feels like you did your part. It feels like you contributed. Now, I'm telling you these little things because you already have the desire to contribute in you. You already know that you want to contribute. Now, let's get back to that sound in your head. Usually what you hear, even when you are trying not to hear it, is your inner voice. We all have one.
Mine sounds like the 12-year-old me. High-pitched and a little frantic. Easily excited.
I mean, I was a true believer in me at 12, which is why even when my inner voice is talking adult stuff to me now,
still sounds like the 12-year-old version of me sometimes.
But once I got some control over my inner voice, it began to sound like the adult version of me. The adult voice I hear, and the words many of you will hear, is, keep going or you'll regret it. Now, if you are lucky, your inner voice leaves out that you'll regret it part. Doesn't for me. And if it doesn't leave the regret it out part, just ignore the negativity. The one thing that people who succeed have in common is that they all make a decision. And it's not a humble, maybe if this happens or that happens kind of decision. It's a full body decision. That's why, to do it right, you have to feel it first. Not do it first, feel it first. You have to feel it now before you've actually done it. That's the trick. Why? Because if you know how doing it will feel for you, when the going gets tough, you won't quit and go back to those old habits. What you'll do instead is retreat to how it feels to succeed in your path and why it feels that way. Those are the right reasons for you, and they are your own reasons. So going back to that quiet thinking time, that walk we talked about, it's your exercise in self-knowledge. Ask yourself these questions when you're out walking. What genuinely excites you? What activities truly interest you? And why do they do that? And what will it feel like when you get into it and you succeed? Knowing that feeling is what will keep you going when things get tough. Now, this isn't one of those manifest your dreams kind of talks. This is about how genuinely successful people operate. They know themselves. They're confident in what they know, and they understand that the first step is to practice how it will feel to achieve what they want. Because ultimately, they too want to contribute to the world in their own way. So make the decision right now to truly know yourself. Find that quiet thinking time. Go for that walk and decide who you are and what you want to be. No distractions, no outside noise, just you. Dudes, as I said, this is not Zen or meditation talk. I'm not talking about being one with the universe and manifesting your dreams. I'm talking about a big part of the secret. It's how the people around you or people on your social feeds really succeed. They know themselves. They're confident in what they know about themselves. They can answer the questions that I posted earlier easily. What is exciting to you? What is interesting to you? Why is it interesting? What are your reasons that you like it? And what will you feel like when you get into it and succeed? They can feel it. They can feel the answers to those questions. So as I said, here's what you do. To get there, go take that walk. Put on your headset, put on some music, but pick something that won't distract you. You want to stay in your moment because it's your moment. So maybe not Taylor Swift or Kendrick Lamar or Drake. Pick something that won't take your focus away from you. Now, the perfect track is one of those nature recordings. Pick something you like, that's up to you. Whether the people who are in your feeds and being honest about their success do this now, or did it naturally, or someone taught them how to do it, or they just watched and learned from other successful people, the message I'm giving you is real. First thing they did was practice how it would feel to them to achieve what they wanted to achieve. Because, as I said, they all want to contribute to the world. Now, they may not call it that. They may not even see it that way. But they should, because they're doing it, and that's why they are successful. Now, some of them wanted to make big money doing it, and that's cool. And for others, they just wanted to live a comfortable, low-stress life doing things that make the world better because that's what really drove them. First, though, you need to make a decision about who you really are, one that feels right and feels good. Take that time during your walk to do just that, because those good feelings are real and you can trust those feelings. Now, when you feel good about you and who you are, and you push away the stuff that you know was wrong that you did in the past, you've made an excellent first step. Don't let that negativity creep in, because we've all done the wrong things at some time. And those things don't define you. And the people out there who judge you on your past without seeing who you could be in the future, just forget them. They are not your people. Maybe it took you more than an hour's walk to get there. Maybe like Chris Martin from Coldplay, it took you a weekend of walking and thinking to get there. You need to think about who you really are and decide that you are right about who you really are before anything else you do is going to matter. Before you can decide what your path will be, you need to know yourself. Here's that equation again. So make the decision right now to know yourself. No noise, no what will my friends think stuff, no parent advice. Go for a walk for as long as it takes or as many walks as it takes and make a decision. Decide who you are. Before you do, check out the free resources in the description below and download our new app. It's filled with skills that everyone needs, and these are the core skills to work and to life. Now, we'll be adding a ton more over time, but for now, the core skills, they are free, so take advantage of that. To help you with your quiet thinking time, we put together a free downloadable guide with questions and prompts to get you thinking about who you truly are. It's linked in the description below as well. And if you're struggling to find a job on job boards or job board apps, we have solutions for that too. There's a link in the description to take you to our website. Okay, now go take that walk